All right, guys, what's up? Thank you for tuning back in the Unbreakable Grind, man. So I'm gonna get straight into this video, all right? So this video is called How to Become a Millionaire, the Truth No One Tells You, all right? I wanna break this down because it contradicts the way I think. It really depicts the type of imagery I hate when it comes to this new world we live in, man, this new social media era we live in. And I work in the technology industry, but I think one of the dumbest things that has transpired through social media that has transpired from technology is this social media type of environment that we have. So long story short, guys, I'm about to get into this, and I want to break this down because I want to help save some of you guys and help some of you guys get on the right path to becoming a millionaire. All right. I'm not trying to sell you nothing in this. I'm going to give you straightforward points, and I'm going to help you understand how to detect BS. All right. I want you to understand how ambiguous this video is and how it's not telling you to do anything but buy stuff at the end of the day. All right. So check this out.
How to become a millionaire step by step. Today I'm going to teach you one of the most profound concepts that I've learned in my life.
Most profound concepts he's learned in his entire life. All right,
that's
cool.
helped me become a millionaire by the age of 27 and a multi-millionaire by the age of 30. Now you may not realize this, but one of the most toxic concepts and one of the most toxic ideas that you've been exposed to is this, that somehow if you make money in a very short period of time, that somehow if you make money quickly, it is a bad idea.
So this guy, I think he just assumed, it sounded like he just assumed that one of the most toxic ideologies you've been exposed to, he assumes he knows what you've already been exposed to. All right, so check this out.
You've heard of the term, get rich quick. Somehow in a society that we believe, if you...
He already knows that one of the most toxic ideologies you've been exposed to is the get rich ideology. All right. So for some of you that can't actually catch what's happening is he's already understood the demographic of person that's going to even listen to this and even click the link, which he's going to offer later in the video. He already understands their mindset, understands what they're dealing with, understands their environment. And he's pitching to those people. OK, he's literally said, hey, I know these people are going to buy this if I say this right here. That's what's happening. All right. So just watch this. And I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to tell you guys how you actually become a millionaire, guaranteed every effing time. It's no freaking magic to it. Let's go.
Your money, if you build wealth quickly, it must be something shady. You must be doing something illegal. It must be a scam, right? It get rich quick. Oh, that's a bad idea. When people say, oh, is this get rich quick? You better hope that it is, because you don't have time to get rich slow. Now,
I will say, I agree with that. You do not have time to get rich freaking slow. I wouldn't waste a lot of my time out here. That's why you need to make sure whatever you're doing is going to pay off like you expect it to. And it's very important for the sake of not wasting time, it's better to do things the hard way, but the guaranteed way versus a short way that's not guaranteed. Anyway, let's keep going.
What do I mean by that? Wealth is not just measured by how much money you have. Wealth is measured more in time than in just money. Let's say you make $25,000 a year. And let's say you work 40 years. How much money you've made? $1 million. Now, it's $1 million a lot of money? Absolutely. You've made $1 million. The question is, are you rich? No. Why not?
Let me make the video so you guys can see a little better. I want to make sure you guys can see the whole thing here. All right, let's keep going.
Because it took you 40 years to accumulate $1 million, to make $1 million. Now let's look at a different scenario. Let's say you still make $1 million, but instead of taking you 40 years, you make that same $1 million within 12 months, within 1 year. Now, are you rich? Yes. Now you are a millionaire. What is the difference? It's the same $1 million. The only difference.
All right. So right now what we've learned is, right, if you make $1 million over a long period of time, that's less money than making $1 million over a very short period of time. That's what we've learned. All right. Now this is supposed to be profound. This is supposed to be one of the most amazing things he's learned. All right. So let's keep going.
The difference is the time that it takes for you to make it. And the cool thing is this, when you make your money in a relatively short period of time, guess what? Now you have more time to enjoy it. Instead of waiting for 65 years old, then you may enjoy your money for the 10 years, want to enjoy it for 30, 40, 50, 60 years.
Okay, so right now you guys haven't learned anything, okay? I want you to understand that this is an emotional appeal, okay? So one way to not make money is to be emotional, okay? One way to never figure this place out. By this place, I mean the world. By this place, I mean our economic ecosystem, is to be emotional. If you're in your emotions from what he's saying right now, you don't have a chance. All right, you gotta reprogram yourself, man. You do not have a chance. You need to be asking yourself, man, what is this guy telling me? Like, what can I use from what this guy's saying? Okay, and if I can't use any of it, if I don't have any concise steps after talking to this guy might be BSing me. You get what I'm saying? You don't have time to waste, right? I agree with you. We don't have time to waste. So why are you wasting my time right now? But let's keep going.
Years. That's the only difference. That's why wealth is not measured in how much money you make. It's how fast you make that money. Now, what if you make $1 million a month? Let's think bigger. $1 million a month. The person who makes $1 million a month is 12 times richer than the person who makes $1 million a year.
Who would have known?
And he or she is richer than the person, 480 times richer than the person who makes $25,000.
Well, there you go. There we go. Now we're learning something. The person who makes the most money is richer. Perfect.
For 40 years. That's the difference. And that's why rich people, we value time more than we value money. Poor people, they value money more than they value time. And that's why if there's something with my Bentley, an oil change, or I gotta go do something or fix the car, I'm not gonna do it because it's not worth my time. My time is much more valuable. I have other activities that I could do that could bring in more money. Now you may be saying that, well, easy for you to say, you're Dan Lok. You've got money, of course you could do that. That is not true. You might be thinking because you're rich, that is not true. I got rich when I started valuing my time. Most people never get rich because they never.
See, at this point, you're supposed to be in a deep realization like, you know what? I should be valuing my time. You know what, man? Rich people value their time, man. I'm gonna start valuing my time, and then while valuing my time, I'm gonna just become rich, right? Like, what can you use from this? Now, one thing I will say is I commend this guy because this guy is a minority guy. He's in the minority group, and he's pitching this to Americans. He's pitching this to many people who aren't minorities, but specifically he's targeting minorities in this one, I believe. The whole get rich quick stuff and all of that targets a specific demographic, I believe. Now, I commend him for that. And I just wanted to say that. Let's keep going. I'm going to break all this down once we get to the end here.
Value their time. So think about that. Do you want to make it quick or do you want to make it slow? Do you have time to even make it slow? If you're serious about making it faster, not the traditional path, but how do you make it faster? If you want to know how millionaires, how we think, how we operate, how we do business, how we do marketing,
what?
Click on the link below right there and
hit it. Bro, okay, so what just happened is he told us that he had something profound to tell us, one of the most profound things he's figured out. He also said that he knew one of the most toxic ideologies we've ever heard about, right? And that's get rich quick is bad. He then said you need to value your time more than money and click a link. Okay, and what's sad is I know people that fall for this. I know people that have recommended that I come watch this so that I can learn because they don't know I'm already a millionaire. Some people around me don't even know I'm a millionaire. And they recommended this to me so that I can become a millionaire. And I won't tell them I'm a millionaire because I have my reasons. Now, guys, if you want to be a millionaire, you can't be falling for this. If you fall for this, everyone falling for this, I don't think will never be a millionaire. You can't. This is all you got to do to become a millionaire, bro. And I have no way to make it more or less complicated. This is all you have to do. Watch this. Most in demand jobs 2020. Whatever year we're talking. Check this out now. It's this simple. See, you got to follow me because that video implied that you have to be a businessman to become a millionaire. Most businesses fail, right? So percentage-wise, most businesses fail. Even if everyone started a business, most would fail. You get what I'm saying? So you have to understand how to dissect this and understand that all those suits and Bentleys and all that businessman stuff, that's BS. You can become a millionaire. You don't need a business to become a millionaire. Okay? So get that out of your head. Most of you don't need to become a millionaire by business. I didn't become a millionaire due to business. Okay? I did business. I have businesses, but they're not how I became a millionaire. And, they're going to be how I become a multi-millionaire. But to become a millionaire, man, most of you don't come from rich stuff. Most of you don't have inheritance and are already rich and all that crap. So you have to do it from scratch. So look at this, man. You have to do it from scratch, and you need to build yourself up so that you can compete in the marketplace for the high value jobs. Okay? If you don't come from anything, you have to do it yourself. That's what I had to do. Check me out. All right. High demand jobs, most in demand jobs. It's this simple. It's embarrassing how simple it is. Home health aide, nursing assistant, construction worker, truck driver, operations. So here's a list of high in demand jobs. That's one. You need to look at that list. Second list you need to look at highest paying jobs 2020, or let's say careers. Paying. Check this out, man. Because see, a lot of you guys need some guidance, man. You're being tricked. I have most of my peers are millionaires. I don't even know a single peer that's a millionaire. And I did it without help. I just did this with my own. The only person I collaborated with is my girlfriend and now wife. You get what I'm saying? At 28 years old, we've already became millionaires after mistakes and after wasting money on student loans and stuff like that. All right. So check this out. Highest paying careers: political science, actuary, optometrist, pharmacist, sales manager. So here's the list. All right. What I recommend you do is you find the highest paying and highest demand STEM job you can find. The highest paying and highest in demand STEM job, meaning science, technology, engineering, and math. This is important, okay? I can go and break it down on I can break this down so many ways as to how it's going to help minority groups as a whole transcend the limitations we have, and how this will help us with our engagement in all the facets of industries and our economic structure and all that. But I don't have to do that. Because if you listen to what I'm saying, you and your family will be a millionaire family in a very short amount of time, guaranteed. And this is why, right? So let me show you what I did. This is all I did, guys. All I did. Let's see if it's on here. Top paying careers. I don't see it on this particular list. One second. Let me go to another one. It's definitely going to be on here though. So medical, nursing, speech, boom, dentist, IT manager. Yeah, there you go. Boom. All right. So my whole point is you got to go to the highest paying jobs. And then I personally want to go in technology. If I believe technology is where it is. Okay. Now you got to understand, when you're choosing a career, you're not choosing what you're going to do for the rest of your life. When you choose a career, you're choosing how you're going to make money and be valuable to the marketplace for whatever time period you need to be valuable to the marketplace, meaning for whatever time period you need to acquire the most money possible. You're then going to use that money to fund your investments in your businesses. Okay? Some of those will fail, some of those will succeed. But this beginning career piece should always succeed. You should be a millionaire 100% of the time. Your first million is a given, it's guaranteed. So this is why. So if you come here, notice mechanical engineering. So when I looked at this list, highest paying jobs, I saw a lot of engineering stuff. I saw a lot of IT stuff. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to run up on it eventually. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to run up on, mathematician. I'm going to start to run up on, well, these are best jobs. I'm going to start to run up on the highest paying jobs being in IT, software, stuff like that. Okay, so there you go. I knew it. Number 2, software developer. There you go. All right, so I'm on the best jobs. It's also one of the highest paying jobs too. So you got a median salary of 107. So that's what I chose. I said, hey, I want to go into software engineering. So then the highest paying lets you know you're going to make a lot of money. Okay, that's the first thing. And you can get your salary way over 100K. But even if at 100K, it works. Okay, the highest paying lets you know you're going to make a lot of money. The high in demand lets you know that there is a lot of opportunity. The higher the demand, the higher likelihood you're going to get the job. I tell you right now, if you're a software engineer, software developer right now, you have tons of job offers anytime you want. You could quit a job, get another job. You could quit a job today and have another job tomorrow. Literally. You have infinite job security. And this always happens. No matter what generation we're living in, there are certain careers that the job market needs in order to make money. There are many businessmen who've already made their initial money from having a career, or have received their inheritances, or have been passed down an inheritance, and they have these huge businesses they're running, and they can't make a lot of money unless they have these people with these careers. So as the person with one of these degrees or one of these careers, you have zero risk. You take zero risk. You just have all upside to get the money, to get the job, and to save the money. All right, so what I did is I found software engineer. Simple as that. So then what I did, since software engineering was on the highest paying jobs and the high in demand job list, if I go down this list enough, these software development, there you go. See, I'm glad that worked out like that. I was thinking that maybe it wasn't going to work out, but as you can see, software developer, bam. Right there on the highest demand, and we saw it on the best jobs, but you really want to go to the highest paying jobs. It's on there too. Okay, so pretty much if I went to engineering school, I spent 4 years there, about 4.5, because I didn't know what I wanted to do at first. Okay, I literally left engineering school making 100K because I was making about 120K, something like that, because I already had a side job doing software through the university, and I kept that, and I worked at another place that I got hired. So altogether, I was making more than 120K, pretty much 120K. Now let's imagine I don't have any smart ideas. I'm not a businessman like the guy in this video said. I don't know about the freaking businessmen and their freaking Bentleys and their time and money they're saving. All I know is I need to become a millionaire, man. I got to get my stuff done. That's all I know. Guess what? And at that very moment, at 23 years old, if I would have just saved my money, if I would have just went to work for that 120K for 10 years, I would have made 1.2 million before tax. Okay? Think about this. Right? That's before tax. Now, if I would, after you take the taxes out, let's just say that's 800, 700 grand to 800 grand. right? You're almost a millionaire after 10 years. And that's if you make no increase in salary, right? What if you increase your salary at your main job, which is going to happen as you develop your skill set because you're going to be in even more demand. So what happens is you might go up to 150, and you might go from both having a job and a side job making 120 to having a job and a side job. And the main job is making 120. And on the side, you're making 90 or 80. Now you're making 200 grand. Do you understand that every 5 years, if you're making 200 grand, you're making $1 million before tax? Do you understand that do you realize that most of everyone on the planet will never have a $200,000 a year grossing business? That's a really healthy business if you can make 200 grand a year, gross it, right? So understand me. If you listen to what I just said, you can worst case make $1 million before tax in 10 years. You can shorten that by loving your job, working hard. You can easily, I did way better than this. Trust me, man, these are low numbers. You can get to where you were making 120K in your main job and 80K on the side, making 200K. Very, very replicable, very realistic. That means every 5 years you're making $1 million. So how do you become a businessman? How do you become rich? Step one is to save all the money. You're going to be a millionaire anyway. Now, if you want to take it to another level, all you have to do is realize that you don't have to up your standard of living. You don't have to go buy a Bentley. You don't have to go and buy that suit that this mother effer was wearing. You don't have to go buy that. You can take your money and put it in investments. You can say, you know what? Let me put 100K in Bitcoin. Let me put 100K in stocks. Let me put 100K as a down payment on a property and rent it out. You see what I'm saying? You buy things that appreciate, and that's going to start helping you as you move forward. So listen to me, right? I just took that ambiguous piece of information you just saw, and I turned it into a guaranteed strategy to become a millionaire. Now, this is how you become a millionaire. You can choose a different career, okay? You can choose, long as it's high paying, high demand, but you have to acquire that skill set. If you don't listen to me, you're probably gonna end up broke. I'm telling you, I've seen it too many times. At first, I used to think I was right, but I had to wait and watch everyone be broke, and now I know I'm right. You get what I'm saying? If you don't listen to me, you're probably gonna be broke, okay? Because if you do listen to me, you'll have $1 million by 27, 28, just like this guy said, but you'll be guaranteed to have it. I don't know, he didn't even tell you how to get it besides clicking a link. I'm not even gonna break that down because that's gonna be annoying to just watch him tell you to buy something. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna click the link. But listen to me. After you have that $1 million, after you've got that career and you started saving and you start investing, now you can start thinking entrepreneurship. Now, if you're an artist, you can start investing in your paintings. You can start traveling the world to meet people. You can start to network because you make too much cash. Now you have a career. You're always gonna your bottom line financially is always gonna be that career and that skill set. You have something to build upon, and that's something you can keep with you, right? And then you can use that money to invest in businesses. I won't make this video any longer than that. I'm hoping someone feels me. Avoid people giving you this ambiguous BS because too many of you are going to end up broke. I managed to become a millionaire through these strategies I'm telling you, and it's not rocket science, okay? It's not complicated. It's hard work, but it's simple, and the steps are right in your face, man. So that's CJ out. If you have any questions, man, put them in the comments. I will be having private sessions if you need. I'm even gonna make time available to have private coaching sessions with people that need the help. If I really think you're really trying to do this for real, really trying to be successful and change things in your life, change things for your family, If you're really trying to do that, I have private sessions. Or if you just want me to make a video in general about something specific, to be more specific about how to do this stuff, put the comment in the description for me. If you like this, please like the video, subscribe, share. Holla back, man. Peace. CJ out.